Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillahi wa kafa. Salamun ala ibadihi allazina istafa. Amma ba'd. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad wa barik wa sallim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad wa barik wa sallim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad wa barik wa sallim. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما. Quite a few, I believe, were expecting Sheikh Saab will be taking the session today, but Qadar Allah, he had to move his flight to tomorrow because his wife is not keeping well. So he will be coming tomorrow, inshallah. So make dua for her also. And so then he advised me that we should be Adil Bhai should be taking the session today. So that's what Adil Bhai wanted me to do. So I've been thinking about what should I be speaking about today is, and which seems to be the ask of the hour is, which Sheikh Saab has already covered in one of his talks, but I will just go a bit in detail over there, is the concept of mujahada, the concept of striving, the concept of consistently making an effort. That is something which is not an hour's job or a week's job or a month's job or a year's job or maybe a 5-year or 10-year thing. It is a lifetime thing which we have to continue to do. We need to keep striving. By design, our nafs wants to relax, wants to chill out, wants to do all, does not want to strive. By design, our nafs does not want to be here at 7:30 in the morning on a Sunday. You have to strive in order to come over here. It, by nature, it is going to tell you, let me sleep safe. Safe. नीचे देखोगे या आंखें बंद करोगे, गॉन. तो मैंने आपको क्लास में बताया था, मिस्टर बीन देखा तो उसने टूथपिक लगा के यूं बैठ के एक पूरा उसका, उस पर तो टूथपिक लगानी पड़ेगी, तो आप फिर जागते रहोगे. So it's very important that we keep striving, because by nature it just wants to relax. And that is a very important bit over here, because I was speaking to the youth yesterday, and we are having sessions on how do you live a life with a vision with them. And one of the characteristics of a vision is that what is the cost you are ready to pay for your vision. Anything which we want in our life, right? There is a cost which we have to pay for that. Unless you're not ready to pay for that cost, you'll not be able to get that. And that cost is not just any monetary cost, it is the effort which is required. The fact that we've been speaking about in these sessions that we want to develop our character and make ourselves better people, there is a cost which we have to bear for that. We have to be mentally ready and inspired to bear that cost. If I have to develop my character, I have to be ready to pay that cost. If I have to, and we've been speaking about how do things go wrong, what are the inroads, those are the eyes, the hands, the ears, the stomachs, and all the genitals and all that. You have to keep all of them in check, and keeping them in check requires an effort. You cannot expect that you will have no check and they will continue to be as they have to be. So if you have, so one of the inroads is the eyes. You have to strive, because by nature the eyes want to see stuff which they shouldn't be looking at. That is the test, right? Then what is the test for? Then why is this life a test? If this eye was always designed to just love what Allah Ta'ala wants you to look at, then what is the point of having a test? That is the test, right? That you have to fight against it. You have to strive so that it then doesn't look at stuff which it shouldn't look at. Similarly, tongue the tongue just wants to talk, and talk left, right, center. Whatever it sees, whatever it feels like, whatever comes to its heart and all, it just wants to talk it out. But you have to put in these balance, the checks and balances have to be there. What am I gonna say? Is that something which is beneficial? Am I gonna harm someone? Is it harming me or anybody else? Is it even required? So unless it doesn't, when you will take it through those checks, then you know that this is striving, right? You have to control that. Okay, there's something which is constantly, it is going to keep bugging you. Just spit it out, talk it out, talk it out. You have to talk to your own self that, okay, no, I'm not going to say that. I have to control it. The more you think that, okay, I should take it out, but you have to strive. Just like, and this striving is just like, as Sheikh Sahib has already mentioned, it's like going to a gym, right? Eventually, the first 1 month or 2 months of the gym is very difficult. Yeah, you get that pain and all that, but then as time goes, it becomes easy. Similarly, this striving also, as time goes by, it becomes very easy. The question is that the issue which I see in my own self, and then with others also around, is that we understand the concept of striving, we understand the concept of doing mujahada, but then somehow you get the feeling that that inner inspiration or motivation to do that is lacking. As in, we're not just ready to put in this cause. As in, just if I just link the mujahada to a vision which we all have undertaken, right? That we have become students of Islam, as in we're here to learn Arabic, we're here to learn Deen and all that. But then when you see the effort which we should ideally be making in order to get this knowledge, look at the state over here. As in, this is a Sunday morning, right? As in, Sunday morning, majority of us don't have any work commitments, but the fact that we are not able to strive and get out of the bed and come over here, that speaks a lot, right? That then we just, it seems that we are just joking with our own selves that, okay, this is a vision which I have, that I want to be someone who's a learned person in Deen, because the effort is not there. So we are not ready to bear the cost. Then how do I support the fact that this is the vision which I have? Because every vision comes with a cost, right? Every vision comes with a cost. The fact that a lot of us wake up early in the morning, weekdays, and go to work and put in 10-12 hours, there's a vision, right? That I have to earn money, right? I have to earn money. I need to provide for my family, and we all do that. Be it I like spending time at my workplace or I don't like spending time at my workplace, but we all still do that because we all have a vision that, okay, I need to provide for my family. I like it or I don't like it. But maybe because that we're very motivated and inspired with that vision, but this vision is something which we all have signed up for, but you don't see that. And then when you're inspired and motivated to do something, right, then the way how you carry yourself and the way how you interact, and that's completely different. As in, when even if this is a group of maybe 20 people, and if you just identify one person over here who's very motivated and inspired to study, you will see the vibe which he brings is completely different. The way in which he'll carry himself, the way in which he'll talk around and all that, you will see that he's really here for a purpose. But the way how we come, okay, I'm here, okay, you're speaking in the class, So the students, they're all sitting like this, no questions coming in. Why is this? Why is that? Okay, this teacher is saying, he said the sun is the moon. Okay, it is the moon. He said the moon is the sun. Okay, it is the sun. There is no why are you saying this is not the sun, this is the moon, or why are you saying, and why is that? I just asked one of the other guys in our class that we were doing these surf tables, and so it because I know they have not really discussed the concept of Gair Munsarif. A lot of you who know that, but in, like, we all know in Gair Munsarif, right, that the Nasab and Jar state, the end, the Harakan at the end is both the Fatha. And I asked them that, why didn't you ask me the question that why doesn't the Jar over here have a Kasra? Why just because the slide said it has to be a Fatha, and just because I said it is a Fatha, you'll just take that. I think that shows you that there is no that passion to learn is not there. You're not here, as in you're not here that really to understand stuff like, okay, fine, yeah, just because I've come here, I'm just come here. And when you're inspired at that level, then the vibe is completely different. Then I, I was I was invited to a dinner on Friday night. It was an official dinner when quite of some leaders of our office were sitting over there. And trust me, until 12 o'clock in the night, they were just discussing how can we fix this, how can we fix that, what can this be done, and 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 I was just thinking, sitting over there, I'm like, it's 12 in the night, man. Only let's go home. But they were so motivated. They really wanted to make a difference in the organization, that we're going to do this, we're going to do that, this is what we should be doing, and all that. I went back home and I told my wife, man, these guys will just keep going on talking and talking and talking about the organization. And I told them, man, these guys seem they don't have a life, man. All they can think about is work, work, and work. But then the other day when I was thinking and reflecting, and I was thinking the other people also think about me the same way when I'm at NUI. When we are at NUI, and at times our meetings go until 2 or 3 in the night, or we have meetings at 5 or 6 in the morning, and then they tell me that, okay, man, you don't have a life. And I was just thinking, it's all about passion, right? It's all about what you really want in life, and where do you want to put in your efforts. For them, they're really motivated and inspired about how the organization does and how can we do to fix things. But then maybe I was not resonating with them that much. That is why I was feeling it. But then that, yes, one is on the character development side, that okay, we, in order to do that, all mujahada which we've been talking about, in order to have those checks and balances, in order to do the don'ts and stay away do the do's and stay away from the don'ts, we really have to strive ourselves. But the striving becomes much more easy when you're inspired and motivated, right? But that inspiration and motivation has to come in from that can't be seen, because the vibe is not that. Yeah. When a person has that inspiration and motivation within, the vibe is completely different. The way you will carry yourself is different. The way you'll not be dozing in the talk, Saif. You will be up and running. Yeah. That the shine in the eyes has to be there. It seems we just in our own status quo. I think I'm doing well. Yeah. So, and that is maybe because I don't know, for some reason we have not been able to inspire and motivate you guys, because and the kind of circle in which you guys you guys spend most of your time, like, oh man, I'm doing great. If I am spending time with a group of people who maybe spend 4 times a day, and the fifth, the Fajr, is really a struggle, and if I continue to compare myself, man, I am praying 5 times a day, I am really doing well, then I think that is the level which you want to achieve, right? But if you want to go up, then you really have to put in that level of effort, right? Yeah. the same with the studies which we are doing over here, right? If you if you will just keep continue if you'll continue to compare yourself to maybe your peers around, you have to look at the teachers which we have over here, man. The goal should be that okay, how can I become someone like that? For example, if it comes to surf, how can I become somebody like Mufti Salman Saab? As in the way the grasp which he has on surf, how can I become someone like that? And if the urge is there, you will go and speak to Mufti Saab. Mufti Saab, how did you do that? What can I do that I can become someone like you? Yeah. The fact that somebody has a grasp like Maulana Usman Sahib has in grammar. Maulana Usman Sahib, what did you do when you were studying that I can also become someone like you? If it comes like, for example, someone has and if it's a grasp with fiqh, maybe Sheikh Sahib has the kind of understanding which he has in fiqh. Sheikh Sahib, what did you do that I can get that? But we never do that, right? We never do. Okay, come in, come out, come in and come out. That's what it is. The Sahabas were not like that. As I said, I think I've said earlier also, they were always asking that how can I get better. They were always, their goal was such that okay, fine, I am gonna what more can I do that I can enter into Jannah? What is one more avenue which I can get into where I can make myself, I can improve my chances to get into Jannah? The kind of questions they would ask Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Which is the best act in the eyes of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala? What can I do to enter into Jannah? Their focus was always that. Our focus is never that. Our focus is always okay. Where else can I apply for a better job? Where else can I invest so that I can make more money? Where else can I do that so I can achieve that? The kind of questions which a person asks is drives what is their thought process, right? As in how many of us, as in a lot of people will come to scholars and ask, okay, I'm applying for this job. Should I be applying for that job or not? Or I'm planning to do this business. Should I be doing that business or not? But then how many of us really go to them, ask them, okay, I'm really struggling over here and there. What can I do? How can I stay away from this? I'm trying to work on this. Their focus was, as in the Sahabas' focus was completely different. And the way how they would respond to questions also was completely different. I'll give you an example. A person came to Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu and he asked him that I'm planning to do a business. Can you please advise me what should I do? If he came to a person like me and you, what would we have said? Maybe nowadays real estate is really trending. Invest in real estate, or maybe something here and there. Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala said, do not enter into any transaction where you will be selling your akhirah for your dunya. He gave a principle that okay, whatever business you're doing, do not sell your akhirah for the sake of dunya. It is a beautiful concept, but it tells you what was the thought process. For them, they were always thinking about their akhirah. What be it any aspect of their life, their weightage process was always okay. If I am going to take this act or not, will I be compromising on my akhirah? And if yes, leave it. But our thought process doesn't seem to be that. Our efforts are not inclined towards that. That is why the Mujahada is also not coming in. We're not inspired, motivated to understand, man, what is at stake is Jannah or Jahannam over here. It's not Jumeirah or Al-Wasal. Okay, fine. If I don't get an apartment in Jumeirah, maybe Al-Wasal is going to be okay. It's Jannah and Jahannam, right? As in, I'm sure nobody over here is okay, fine. Even if I get into Jahannam, that's okay. Now, it is make or break, right? So when it is make or break, How can we be so laid back in this approach? How can we operate in this manner? Because the entire reason for us coming to NUI is also definitely that we learn what needs to be done, we learn what doesn't need to be done, and then act on it and get into Jannah or Jahannam, right? That is the whole goal. What else are we here for? We're not here just to learn, right? Daraba yadribu darban fahuwa daribun. Fine. Okay, fine. What is the purpose of learning this? The purpose of learning this is you learn this, you understand the Quran, and then you act on it. There is no other reason, right, that we are here for. There is no. It's not a Formula One race that okay, who does the fastest Gardan, okay, you get an award. That is not the purpose of it. The purpose is that you do it, you understand Arabic, you understand the Quran, and you understand the Hadith, and act on it. So, if that is the goal, where is the effort? Why is the effort not there? I'm asking a question to you guys. Why is the effort not there? Why do we always have to look out for people as to where are you guys? Why are you guys not here? So this is really disturbing, right? This is really how can we even pick and choose that what do I do on a Saturday or a Sunday morning? Where is the thought process? Why is there also an option A or an option B? There is just one thing which I do on a Saturday and Sunday morning is that come to the class. The alarm did not go out. Guys, planned, right? Yeah. If the CEO of my company calls me for a meeting at 8 o'clock in the morning, I cannot turn up at 9 or 10, right? Say, oh, my alarm did not. Well, it's not that. Will you think that's going to work? That is not going to work. Maybe once he will say, okay, fine, it happened, something like that. But it just throws it out, right? That you're not serious. You're just not serious about this. What you are not aligned to the objectives of this organization. Make a move, man. They will not tolerate us for long. Fine, you're not aligned. Thank you very much. This I just can't understand as to where as we as somehow management we at times talk to each other that maybe there is a problem with us, and I don't know if I am allowed to say this or not. The way in which how we are operating, Sheikh Saab has at least mentioned 4 or 6 times finish the men's classes. Let's just finish it. There is no the people just don't want to study. Then why are we putting in the efforts and the resources over here? Just finish it. We'll just continue this as a woman's branch. At least 4 to 6 times he has said that, because he can see that if people do not want it, then okay, let's not do it. Yeah, let's all then play cricket in the morning, do a barbecue or something or the other. That's what people want, right? Because the moment you do a sports day, it's a full house. The moment you do a desert event, it's a full house. Then let's keep doing desert events. At least something which people want to do, right? Because it just does not seem that people want to learn and implement. That vibe is not there. So I'm sorry, I'm a bit over the top, it seems. But then this is the fikr which we have over here. This is the thing which really bothers us. The empty classes which bother us. The fact that we have to message that, okay, I'm sitting in the class, there's nobody in the class. Where are you guys? Yes, I'm coming. I will not be coming. Some people don't just bother to even communicate that, okay, I'm not coming today, or I'm not coming today for so and so reason. Some people walk in, they're almost sleepy. You have to wake them up. So I can assure you, with this attitude, we will not be able to achieve our goal. Maybe you will get the certificate also. If certificate is the goal, you will get it. A 50 passing is going, if 50, a 50 passing, maybe with this attitude, you will also get it. But the goal is not the certificate, my friends. The goal is to learn, educate yourselves, and act on it. You will not get it. You know, a car that also requires regular maintenance. If you leave it without maintenance, right, even if it is the best of the cars, what is going to happen with the car? It's going to finish. Yeah. Initially, so in the car, you have the air conditioner, right? Air conditioning. If you don't maintain the air conditioning, initially what will happen is that if someone used to sit with you in the car earlier, they will not sit in the car with you. Like, no, boss, you sit in your own car. The AC is not working. I cannot operate like this. After some time, you will also leave that car. Even in professional qualifications, right? There's something called CPD. What is that CPD? How many of you know that? What is CPD? Continuous professional development. You can't say that, okay, fine, I have finished my qualification and I'm done, and there is nothing else which I have to do now. The mujahada has to continue, continue, continue. And you know what happens? 1 year you do not do the CPD, the qualification is taken. They take it back. You cannot use their name. Done. Because you have not met the training requirements. This mujahada is a lifelong mujahada. It is important. It is mandatory to enter into Jannah. Without this, you cannot control your desires. You cannot control, because you will leave it. Does it require an effort to go up or to go down? Going down requires, or does going down require much effort? You can jump over here, you will easily be down in the matter of a seconds. If you have to go up, you have to make an effort. Guys, Jahannam is down, Jannat is up. Make no effort, easy access to Jahannam, VVIP access, escorted access. But if you want to enter into Jannah, it is very important that we make an effort. First, understand, instill in your own self that effort needs to be made. There is no option out. You will not be able to operate in a status quo. कंफर्ट जोन से बाहर निकलना पड़ेगा. आप अपने कंफर्ट जोन में रहकर ये गोल अचीव नहीं कर सकते. अपने कंफर्ट में जोन में रह के तो अब आपकी कंपनी भी आपको प्रमोशन नहीं देती है. जब तक आप एक लेवल ऊपर जाके ऑपरेट नहीं करते ना, वो कहते हैं थैंक यू वेरी मच. करते रहो, सारी जिंदगी करते रहो, ये वहीं पे रहोगे. यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू गो अप. You have to put in that extra effort. Guys, this is not just about a promotion or a profit or something. I'm maybe saying it for the 5th or the 10th time. This is a matter between Jahannam and Jannat. There is no as in, I understand any sane person is not going to say, okay, fine, I'm okay with the Jahannam. There is no choice, man. And the fact that you have the striving for Jannah is mandatory. That is why, because there is no option for Jahannam. Talk to your own selves, guys. We all know where we are going wrong. We all know what issues do we have in our own lives. Fix them, guys. Fix them. Mujahada is required in your character development. Mujahada is required in seeking knowledge. Character development cannot be done without seeking knowledge. Unless you don't know what needs to be done and what doesn't need to be done, you cannot fix your character development. Yeah. Maybe you will see somebody on the road who's just spinning around, spinning around, spinning around. And so, oh, this is a person of taqwa. You need to know that spinning around is not good. That is not deen. What will you will only know that spinning around that is not deen is when you learn about it, right? Otherwise, you will understand something else as deen. Seeking knowledge is important to fix yourselves, and making an effort to seek knowledge is important. That is why, guys, I urge you all. I urge you, Zaid. Jazakallah for coming to the class. Yes. Tell your friends also, please come to the class. They should be coming to the class. Yes. So, guys, come to the class. Ignite in your own selves the passion to learn. This energy, Newton's law of energy is there, or what law of energy is there? Is there anything like that? But this energy is transferred, guys. This energy is transferred. If you have that energy, naturally the people around will also grab that energy. The teacher's energy also goes down when he sees sleeping faces in the eyes. What is he gonna communicate if he sees sleeping faces in the eyes? Sleeping faces in the class. He can't even talk. As in, what is it? It's like talking to the walls, man. Huh? The wall might also break one day. The students don't even break. Huh? So, guys, wake up, bring that energy back, and because trust me, if this is how it continues to operate, the consequences I can see are can be really bad. And again, if you don't appreciate a ni'mah, Allah Ta'ala can take it away easily and give it to people who appreciate it. That is how simple it is. وَلَئِنْ كَفَرْتُمْ إِنَّ عَذَابِي لَشَدِيدٌ. If you're ungrateful, Allah Ta'ala's azab is severe. So if we are not, people from outside of UAE talk to us and tell us that what a great blessing is this place which we have over here. But we say khalli walli. Who cares? आंख खुलेगी तो आ जाऊंगा, नहीं खुलेगी तो नहीं आऊंगा. दोस्तों के साथ प्लान बनेगा तो उनके साथ चले जाऊंगा, नहीं होगा तो चलो आ जाऊंगा क्लास में. ऐसे नहीं होगा. You will not achieve this. You will not achieve the goal. That you really need to make an effort. Comfort zone से बाहर निकलना पड़ेगा. There is an announcement which Sheikh Adil Sahab wanted me to make. So we are looking out for a volunteer who can help us with a few of the IT related stuff which we have at in the institute. For example, keeping the laptops up to date. If there are any hardware or software issues, helping in sorting that out. So anybody who's listening to us online or anybody who is here in person, if you have that skill set and if you can take out the time, that will be really beneficial for us. Yes, I can motivate you by telling how will it benefit you. 200, 300 people, 300 almost students in the sisters wing, maybe 100, 150 in the men's wing. Those 450 people will benefit from an hour or something which you will give on a weekly or 2 or 3 hours. The fact that the 450 people will benefit from the classes which are being held over here, you will get the ajr of all of that. So if I would have had that skill set, I would have been the first one to raise my hands up, because this is minimal investment, maximum benefit. So anybody who has that skill set, please get in touch with Fahim Bhai or yourself. Please get in touch with Fahim Bhai, and inshallah, then we can discuss and take your services for that. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.